Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very welcome. Right, today we've got a map from a creator who I would say is probably one of the most creative creators we've currently got on the workshop in terms of map making. This map is probably my map of the month, I think. I'm taken by this. Normally this sort of thing doesn't work. This creator has absolutely made it work. It won't work today as a normal map review, so I'm going to do it as a one-shot take. So look forward to that one shot of me with the microphone from start to finish. Before we do that, of course, BonBonBingo, grab your bingo card. There may be some of these memes. Link is at the top of the description as always. Before we do anything though with today's review, I'm going to refer you to the daily reminder, because you need reminding. That's right, clicking that like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for your support. Today's map is Milcana Atoll Taxhaven Exile Vanilla by Wellington 6012. Wellington doesn't half know how to make a map, I'll tell you. This really works. There's your start square. Well, we have got, yeah, all the things. All of the things that you want there. The terrain heights, even undersea, is mountainous under there. Makes it difficult to control your camera over the water, though. That's my problem. Resources, good and strong. No complaints with those at all. And if you've got Sunset Harbour and you want to do some fishing, it's a bit boring. It's not really a Sunset Harbour map. But if you got it, you've got it. And then off to the workshop. What do we need? Well, it's a 100% vanilla map. We'll be using the realistic 1.4.5 European theme and the vanilla tropical LUT. I don't think it's necessarily the best mix, but Wellington does very much cover this in the description, right there in the description, to play with whatever you want. Because at the end of the day, you'll play with whatever you want. There's a really good, well-written description, which I highly recommend going through all of it, because there are a few points about bugs and troubleshooting as well. And I might have found something extra. But for now, I'm going to hand over to me, and I'll catch you later for the ratings. Well, thank you very much for that. Lovely link. BonBon here. So, we've got a map with a bit of a difference. That has been made to cover pretty much all bases. And while it is a map that is very specifically being made to be played with shipping and air routes, we are going to follow the highways to start off with, because they are in there as well if that is what you're looking to play with. Now, somewhere on the outside of this map is an outside connection. It's over here. Just tucked into this big old crater. That's fine. Somewhere that close to the edge of the map, this deep in the crater, is absolutely fine to stick an outside connection like this on a bizarre fantasy map as we have today. Now, this will then give us an underground route. There she goes. And we'll follow this underground route going back above ground for now. This will take us all the way down into the middle of the map. Specifically, this little middle part of the map here, which is just tucked into the start square. Only just. Start square is just over in that zone there. And this is quite important, because underground here, if I just do a little underground view, so you have a little tucked in underground connection there. You think, well, we're going to get outside connection traffic, aren't we? And the answer is no, because Wellington has popped in some underground one-way reversed section. You can see these little T's going on here. There's a little T there. The little disconnected section. So we've got the same over this side as well. Harder to see over this side, but these are also inverted. So if you want outside road traffic, all you need to do is come into this intersection here, reverse the traffic on the 4 highway connections, and you have an outside highway connection. You can just about actually see T there at the very last second as I pulled away. So yes, so we have outside road connections if you want to play that way. If you don't wish to play that way, of course, we have the harbours. Harbours up at this higher level, and it's all very nicely done. It's all very nice. Got one on this side of the map and one on the other side of the map for balance, as you do. And let's have a quick look at the standard of the road laying, which we're going to expect to be half decent, one would suggest. Half decent because Wellington 6012 is a little bit accomplished. Just a little bit accomplished. So anyway, we have some nice switchbacks going on. Let's follow this fellow down into the well. Now we did a map similar to this one a little while ago. I don't recall the name of the map. So I've seen so many maps, I don't recall the name of the map. This map is a lot more accomplished than that one. While that one was a lot of fun and it was good to see, this massive sea wall that we have that's going around the outside of the map. On the other map that we saw, it was very glitchy in terms of us getting blue mantle depending on where you were. Now if we get too close to this, we will get some mantle or we will see through it if we get too close. But we got a little glitch just there, right on the edge. Yeah, right on the edge there in the corner, top right of your screen as you were looking at it. But look how close we're getting here, and we're not getting any problems. I mean, we are really close. This is ridiculously close. In fact, we're almost touching. We're almost through the wall. See, that is that's accomplished work to allow us to get as close as that with the free camera, and for it to not glitch out. That is very impressive work. There will be the occasional glitchy anomaly, like we saw a tiny little glitch going on down here. Let's have a quick look down. Yeah, as we pull in, that's gone. But yeah, there's definitely something happening at that point there. I'm not that worried. Not that worried. Because most of your screenshots are going to be trying to get good angles on the mountains that are tucked inside in the middle of this well that we have here. Well, from Wellington, no less. Right, so what more can I show you? We've got some great shapes of the mountains. I've got to say that the shapes of the mountains are excellent. The interesting shapes of the rivers and lakes actually inside of this utopia are quite nice as well. I think there's credit there. Oh, we've got a little river. Let's have a little look at the river. You're going to go to the effort of putting in a little river. I suppose we should have a little look up the river as well. And this is just very aesthetically pleasing little vanilla. Well, I mean, this is all vanilla work. Remember, it's all vanilla work. Where's this water coming from? A little bit of a glitch out on the river. Oh no, you can. It is actually flowing here. You can actually see it's just struggling a little at that point, and then the spawn is up here. So yeah, the first few moments of this river here are a little bit troublesome, but only a little bit troublesome. Depends how much you really worry about these things. Something like this, I probably would have made this into like either a small marshy area, or just either dropped some rocks around this one, or just encased it in trees. Make this a really lush, fertile area, and just completely hide the spawn point under trees, maybe. But they're not exactly drowned trees if they've just got their roots in some wetland. I think we can allow for that. Just check for this little pier there. Pier looks good to me. It's gonna look good. It's with hello, and we've got a house up there as well. Is this a BonBon Island in a well? Is this what this is intended to be? It's fun. It kind of is, you know. It kind of is. It doesn't quite trigger all of the requirements for a BonBon Island, but I'll be quite happy to go and sit on there and have a whiskey. Why not? Why not? I tell you, why not? So yeah, all good work there. Now, we've got to have a look, because we don't have the intermission today. We have got to have a look at the shipping routes, and we've got to have a look at the water flow. Let's start with the water flow, because you've already seen probably that this has already been resolved for us. We have water pumping here, and there's sewage somewhere, sewage outflow. Not sure where that is, but it's around somewhere. But all of the roads, you can see, we have already got water pipes tucked in underneath. We're kind of good. That looks like it might be the sewage outflow there. Yes, there it is. So the sewage is getting pumped outside of the well of the build, which is I don't know, it's a good thing, I feel. Now onto the shipping, and shipping is a bit interesting, because before we actually have a look at the shipping, let's have a look at the outside of the map. You have a look around the outside of the map. We've got a ridge. Now this is deep in the fog, and so I don't really mind there being a ridge around here, and this is going to sort of like help to control the water level, and that's okay as well. It's not a big problem. You may notice here we've got a little green arrow here. That is that's the spawn point. That is your outside connections for your ships. So we'll be checking that out in a moment. And we've got, what was that? What is this? What is this? I don't know what this is. Something really weird hovering on the outside of the map there. I cannot make out what that is. I can't get any closer. I don't know what that is. That's a, yeah, I think it's a moment for move. It's a move it moment. Is it? Is it a move it moment? Well, I don't know what it is, but it's not playing. It's a glitch. It's a glitch. I'm not worried. It's fine. Anyway, we were having a look around the outside of the map at this ridge, and as you'll see here, we've got this ship here, which is just reaching its destination, and it will likely despawn. I say likely despawn because I have reasons to believe that maybe it won't. We're just following this all the way across and around the outside, so you can see all of that. Now let's have a look at those shipping routes. Now the shipping route, if we come over here, here's a spawn here, and it just makes its way bandying around the outside of the island to, we will get there in a moment, to that location over there. And we have one over this side which spawns in here, a bit wiggly, a little bit wiggly, the old shipping route down this side. But I think that's possibly because of the underwater mountains that we've got, possibly is what's causing that. Again, I don't think it really mattered too much. You're not going to see too much of a wiggle from your shipping routes. And that ends up over here. Now, there is a key point here, though. Let's go back to this route. And it's... is it this end? No, it is the other end. Have a little look at this end here. You can have a little look at the dotted line there. Notice how it gets really tight on that end there. Have a little look at this ship and what it's doing. Oh, I'm trying to get the camera steady. Get the camera steady. In fact, I'll turn this around here. So we're going to see some interesting shenanigans here. I don't know what exactly has caused this to happen. I don't know if it's only going to be on my system that this is happening, because there is always that with a game like this. But these two cruisers are going to tango for a little while. Or a lot of while. Oh, he's gone. There's one. What? We've got one that's despawned, but this one seems to be stuck in a little bit of a loop. He will go eventually. I had one of these earlier that I spotted, a cargo vessel. And that one was there for quite some time. This one is going to be here for quite some. We're not just going to sit here and watch him do the tango on his own forever. but it is quite entertaining, I feel, to watch. Oh, is he? I thought he'd found a route then. But yes, he seems to be stuck in a back and forth route, hence the spinning of that. So we've this is brilliant, isn't it? Shall we just sit here for another couple of... Oh, hello, he's going back the other way. Oh, no, he's not. This is the best City Skylines viewing you will get today. Marvellous. Keep going. Yeah. Right, so anyway, we'll in a few moments we'll go and check out the asset of the day. No intermission today, so given we've got another 30 seconds available, I think we can sit here for a few more moments. Yeah. Oh, he's going back. No, he's not. Where's he going? Excuse me, mate. Wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? And he's oh, our little arrow's disappeared. Oh, and it's back again. Even the Edge of Map Connection doesn't know what to do. And decisions made, is it? I think it might despawn in a moment. I think it might. Here comes a cargo vessel to join it. Not one of the vanilla ones. I will get around to reinstalling the vanilla ones. No, he's still going around. Do you know what? We'll just leave him to do his thing. Anyway, so yes, minor issue there. Also a minor issue. I'm sure there was some thinking involved in this at some point. With the air routes. Right, so we have two air routes. We have this one, which I think we can agree there's nothing too much wrong or interesting with this one. It just does what it needs to do. And then we have this one, which is disconnected. It's disconnected. But not just disconnected, it's also double disconnected. I don't know. I'm a bit baffled. Also, yes, I did notice this as well, but that's not an issue. That's not an issue. But this, well, that air route's not going to be used at all. I don't know what the thought process was there, but it broken. It broken. It is. Right. Okay. Now, based on that, we need to move on to the middle of the map because start square. We should check out the start square, which is over here. So we have plenty of tiered buildable areas. So we've got a lovely tiered area over here. Perfectly flat, lovely buildable spaces as well. Some excellent standards throughout. Start square over here like this. If I just park this over here, and through the magic of technology, we should now have an asset of the day. There it is. Right, so let's have a look at what we have. Now, see, a Japanese easy house. I don't actually have the problem with recording these as live. I don't actually have the captions on the screen to narrate by. It's a Japanese easy house. Is it number 5? You've got the captions up on the screen now. I believe this was Koma. I've completely forgotten. I'm pretty sure it's Koma. Look at the quality. Look at this. This. You put your stuff out to dry. And if it does suddenly rain, it stays dry. I like that. We'll have to do that in the UK. We will. Anyway, factoids because factoids. And as I cannot at this point open up my factoids book because I am manually controlling the camera. Oh, yeah. Oh, hang on. From this angle, you can see. Is that meant to? Sorry, I'm just... I'm curious. I've got curiosities about it. Yeah. Do you know what? You are meant to. Sorry. I take it back, Koma. You've done a really good job here. A really good job. Sorry, back to this. Factoids because factoids. And because I cannot open my factoids book today, because I am manually controlling the camera, I think I should do one that we've heard before. So here we go. It's the female mosquito. Did you know it's the only one that bites? That's true. Factoids because factoids. Where would we be without them? Hold the camera above. Do the little half turn so everything just fills with what you normally see. Bring it back down to the front so you get one last glance at this magnificent asset. Japanese easy house by, hopefully it's got, if it's not Koma, I do apologise to the creator. I can't remember everything. As we pull back and try and get ourselves a lovely screenshot for the end of show. In which case I then turn to you and say, what do you think of today's map? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Hit the I button now in the top right hand corner of your screen, or the link in the description. It will take you to the voting page where you can vote for free with a Facebook, Apple, Patreon, or Gmail. That's the one. Again, I don't have any captions on my screen at the moment. I have to remember all of this stuff. But what do I think of today's map? And so, handing back to me from the beginning of the show, yes, handy little link there. You wouldn't have noticed if I hadn't have told you. Today's ratings for today's map. Well, aesthetically, I really like this. They've done this one right on. You wouldn't expect anything different from Wellington 6012. They're right on point. Design is right up there. I'm not totally sold on the theme and luck combo as recommended, and that's how I review these maps. Of course, we can play about with it and come up with our best possible theme mix and stuff. But as it is, I think it's 4 stars, but I'm going to go medium low. Detailing, I was going 5 for this. But that edge of map, that dam that holds the water in, it could be cleaned up. That's all I can come up with. So I'm going to go very high 4. It's deep in the fog, who cares? Who cares? Gameplay, it's all in place. I really like this. I think this can be played in a multitude of different ways and give you a really interesting play. I'm going to go middle 4 because it's not for everybody. But I like it. I'd play it very happily. Milcana Atoll Taxhaven Exile Vanilla by Wellington 6012 gets the seal of approval because it's a very, very nice map. I can't believe why it's only got 3 stars on the workshop. I mean, what's wrong with people? Well, I mean, I know what's wrong with people. Some people just like to be anarchy, don't they? Oh, the workshop. And the way people vote, it's just... Anyway, hi-ho. You got it. Word of the day. If you use the word of the day into the comments, score yourself some population points just for fun. And I'll be back tomorrow with another map in the What's Map series. Have a great and lovely day.